Mundaka Upanishad. Mundaka means head, and this Upanishad is called Mundaka because it is an important principal Upanishad. Mundaka Upanishad contains 3 chapters with 2 sections each. The Upanishad starts with the lineage of the teachers called Guru Parampara. This knowledge was first taught by Brahma to Atharvan, who passed it to Angira, to Satyavaha, to Angiras, who is the teacher in this Upanishad. The student Shaunaka asks his teacher Angiras this beautiful question: what is that by knowing which everything is known? This can be paraphrased as, what is the essence of everything? Or what is the root cause of creation? As we saw in the fundamentals of Vedanta, Brahman is the root cause, so effectively Shaunaka is asking Angiras to teach him about Brahman. Angiras says there are 2 types of knowledge: lower knowledge of all matter and higher knowledge by which the imperishable is reached. The Upanishad then provides 2 different descriptions for Brahman. First, a direct definition: that which is unperceivable, ungraspable, without origin, colorless, without eyes or ears or hands or feet, that which is eternal, all-pervading, existing in the heart of all, extremely subtle and undecaying. Brahman is pure, attributeless consciousness. Then an indirect definition: Brahman is the cause of creation. Gold is the cause of the bangle or ring. From examination, we can derive some important corollaries about cause-effect relationships. The cause is one, effects are many. The same gold appears as bangle, chain, ring, etc. The cause is eternal. The effects are temporary. Gold existed before it was made into a bangle, and gold continues to exist after the bangle is destroyed. An effect cannot exist independent of its cause. Ornaments cannot exist independent of gold, but gold has independent existence. Independent existence is technically called Satyam. Dependent existence is called Mithya. A cause pervades the effect. Gold pervades every ornament. Extrapolating these corollaries to Brahman and the universe. Brahman is the only substance and appears as the universe. Brahman is eternal. The universe is temporary. Brahman is Satyam. The universe is Mithya. Brahman is all-pervading. But wait, doesn't any object need both a material cause and an intelligent cause? Don't you need a jeweler to make an ornament out of gold? Answer: the Upanishad points out that there are some exceptions to this rule, where both the material and intelligent cause are the same, like the spider who spins a web from itself. The next section of the Upanishad deals with exercises or sadhanas to prepare a student to successfully learn and benefit from Brahman knowledge. These are part of Karma Yoga and Upasana Yoga. These sadhanas can produce both material and spiritual benefits. The Upanishad continues to describe Brahman in the 2nd chapter. Even as from a blazing fire, countless sparks of various kinds but similar form are shot forth, similarly, from the imperishable being, various kinds of beings emerge forth and return to it later on. How does one learn about this root cause called Brahman? The Upanishad smiles, metaphorically speaking. If one has a bangle or ring or chain, how does one learn about gold? Gold is one, but the ornaments have different forms, names and functions. we examine the ornaments to see what is common across all of them. Similarly, Brahman is the substratum of everything in existence and pervades everything. What is common across everything that satisfies all the corollaries, a single cause, eternal, independently existent, all-pervading? We say, there is a man, there is a woman, there is a tree, there is a chair, etc. At first glance, nothing seems common. But wait, we say man is, woman is, tree is, chair is. The Upanishad says isness or existence is common across all. Even when we say there is nothing, we are saying nothing is. There is a single existence, eternal, independent, all-pervading. Even when we destroy something, existence is not destroyed. If we destroy a chain, the existence in the chain is transferred to gold. In fact, existence always belongs to gold and not to the chain, even when we say there is a chain. Matter cannot be created or destroyed. It is just transformed into energy or manifested from energy. So, the Upanishad says, pure existence is the nature of Brahman and the essence of the universe. Even modern science agrees that energy is the essence of all matter. Energy is formless and intangible. But Vedanta goes one step further than energy and says existence is the essence of everything. So where does one find this existence? The Upanishad smiles again. Every object is pervaded by this existence, so we can examine any object to find it. What is most intimate to me? Myself. So I choose to examine myself to find this existence. But this existence is mixed or adulterated with everything. How can one find pure existence? Remove all names, forms, functions, and pure existence will remain. But that's impossible. So we use our thought process to achieve this same result. I close my eyes and all forms and colors are removed. I close my ears, all sounds are removed. I shut down all my sense organs and all the external object adulteration is removed. I stop my thinking and shut down my mind. But then, without any sense organs, how can I know anything? How can I know this pure existence? The Upanishad says that pure existence is never knowable and need not be known because it is I myself, the experiencer. Then, spiritual sadhana is compared to archery. There is a bow, arrow, and target. With the assistance of the bow, the arrow becomes one with the target. The bow is symbolized by the Vedas or the Guru. The seeker is the arrow. It must be straight, sharp, and well directed. Brahman is compared to the target. Remember that the distance between the seeker and Brahman is only notional and figurative. In reality, the seeker and Brahman are one. The final chapter introduces the famous imagery of two birds in a tree. One bird tastes the fruit of the tree, while the other just observes without eating. The bird tasting the fruit is enveloped in a sea of misery or samsara. The other bird is serene and unaffected by any events. The first bird refers to the Jivatma or the individual ego, and the second bird is the Paramatma or the Supreme Self. This demonstrates that each individual has both a lower personality and a higher personality. I must claim my higher nature to become one with Brahman. The Upanishad prescribes these sadhanas to reach this goal. Truth. Always speaking the truth. No disparity between my intentions and my words. Tapas. Austerity. Shankaracharya defines tapas as an integrated personality. All aspects of an individual should be converged towards spiritual growth. Brahmacharya typically means Gurukula. Shankaracharya defines this as sexual chastity or maintenance of the appropriate attitude towards the opposite sex. The famous Indian motto Satyameva Jayate, found on Indian currency, is taken from the Mundaka Upanishad. It means truthfulness will help you win spiritual victory. The Upanishad concludes by saying, as rivers flowing into the ocean lose themselves in the ocean, casting off name and form, so the knower, freed from name and form, attains the divine Purusha, who is higher than the high.